Hello everybody, hello everybody. Come on in, let me know where you are from. Hello everybody, hello everybody. Come on in, let me know where you are from. Hello everybody, hello everybody. Come on in, let me know where you are from. Hello everybody, hello everybody. Come on in, let me know where you are from. All right, cool deal. And let's do a quick tech check while we're getting started. Can you all let me know if you... all right, cool deal. And let's do a quick tech check
hear
while
me.
we're
Does it feel like
started.
I'm
Can you all let
echoing?
me know if you... all right, cool deal. And let's do a quick tech
If you
check
hear
while
me,
we're
does it feel like
started.
I'm
Can you all let
echoing?
me know if you... all right, cool deal. And let's do a quick tech
If you
check
hear
while
me,
we're
does it feel like I'm
Can you all let
echoing?
me know if
Okay. All right, let's see if I can't fix this echo.
you hear me?
So give me 1 second and we'll see if we can't fix this. Just hang on. Okay. All right, let's see if I can't fix this echo. All right, testing now. I think that should have done it. All right. I'm not sure. I'm still hearing an echo on my end. Do you all hear an echo, or is it just me? Okay, so I'm guessing it's just me hearing the echo. So I'm assuming all the technology is working well. Oh wow, from China. Wow. Everybody says it's just me. Okay, hey Noriko, Calvin from Fort Payne, Alabama. Been playing for 25 years. Wow. Bass Thomas. Yeah, I'm headed to New Destiny in Pittsburgh. All right, cool deal. Need a quick run or something. Let's see if I can't give you one. There you go. Devontae Gordon. Hello, how are you? All right, come on in, come on in. We are going to get started in just a few seconds. And I will make the promise I make every Wednesday, but I'm going to try to hold true to it today, and that I'm not going to keep you here all night. I hear you, bass. All right, cool deal. Hello from Portugal. Wow, so that's a miracle. Um, Only, hey, how you doing? Yemi, good to see you. Noriko, I think I called you Noriko. Reynold, good to see you. Kelvin, good to see you as well. Potego from South Africa. Wow. Come on in. Wow. All over the world. This is amazing. All right. Let's see. Russell from Las Vegas. Hello, Russell. Christopher, you make this look so effortless. I appreciate that. Um, I guess it's kind of like with anything. With anything, the more time you spend with it, the easier it looks, for sure. Um, it's Brock. I want more information on median substitution. Ah, Brock, y'all are not going to let me live that down. um, I teach so much in our online school, and I cover like, literally hundreds of topics, and so I try not to overlap in my YouTube stuff that I'm sharing with y'all with the stuff that people sign up for with our online school. So that might be one I keep in our online school. I hear you, Brock, though. Uh, Chris from Chicago, just starting not even a month ago. Wow, congratulations, Chris. You're in for the journey of a lifetime. My interest into music changed my life forever. I started um, really pursuing it when I was 17. So, all right. Well, let's get started. So for today, we are going to talk about deceptive cadences. Deceptive cadences. Now, there is a cadence called the deceptive cadence or interrupted cadence. Um, uh, but we're going to talk about deceptive cadence in two senses of the word. One, deceptive meaning the actual name for the particular cadence. But secondly, the other meaning of it is just simply cadences that don't do what you expect. They kind of lie to you, so to speak. All right. Um, let's see. Keith from Atlanta, welcome. Welcome. Oh, and before I get started, let me make this announcement. I'm trying something new today. I am recording the MIDI data from this live stream, and I will make it available to you all. And so, but it's going to take me just a few minutes after class to get it set up, a little bit of time after class. So what I would like to do is, if you're interested in getting the MIDI data, the MIDI file from this, let's see. I have a link that I'm putting in the chat right now, and you can just put your name and email address in, and I will email you once that's ready, and you can grab that. All right, so that link is in the chat box, the live chat now. So you can just put your name and email address in, and I will email you the MIDI file from this actual video. All right. Shark says you're losing me. All right. So MIDI files are, when I play on this keyboard here, on the bottom, you see there's another keyboard that lights up. Well, it's sending MIDI data. And so with MIDI data, I can give you that file, and then you can play it on your own MIDI player. So if you have a DAW, digital audio workstation, or some MIDI player like Meticulous, you can play back exactly what I played. Slow it down to however slow you want, change keys. So that's what this is. All right. So Russell, click on the link there and put your name and email address there, and I'll send you an email when it's ready. All right. All right, so let's get started. Deceptive cadences. What is a deceptive cadence? Well, there's one that is particularly, it's named the deceptive cadence, and so let's talk about it. In a major key, so let's go to the key of C, for example. So we're in the key of C, and we're going to do a 2-5-1, so to speak. So we're going 2, which is D minor, then we're going to go to G7, which is the 5, and normally we would go to C right here. And so we'd go, and we'd land on C. But the deceptive cadence doesn't actually do that. It goes D minor to G7, and then goes to A minor. So let's change what that says. It goes to A minor. This is a deceptive cadence. And so I'll do it again. D minor, G7 to A minor. One more time. Sorry. G7, A minor. Right. So, how can we use this? Well, let's say we want to go to A minor. A way we can get to it is going D, G, and then to A minor. Let's see. Let's take an example I did the other week using the song I Love You. All right. So remember, the song I Love You goes C, then F, then G, then C, and then it goes to A minor. So 1, 4, 5, 1, then 6, right? So 1, 4, 5, 1, and then I go to 6. Michael Doherty says the ending not anticipated. Exactly. Trinity P. Click on the link that I put in the chat box and put your name and information there, and I'll send you the reminder about the MIDI file. All right, so let's try it one more time. All right, did you see how I got there? I went D minor to G7 to A minor. So let me write this progression on the screen just so everybody can see it, so you're not guessing what I'm playing. So I'm demonstrating on the song I Love You. I Love You, I Love You today. And the chords, and that song we talked about it last week or the week before. So it goes C, F, G, C, and then it goes to A minor right here. And so what we are doing is we are adding a deceptive cadence. We're going to put a D minor and G7, but it's not going to go to C. It's going to A minor. Right. So I'll do it again. Not everybody can see it. C. All right. Now, with deceptive cadences, they are a little different than your ear expects. With any of these moves, they require some treatment, meaning you have to make them adjust them so that they sound good to the ear, right? This is something that I've noticed a lot of beginners struggle with. I might show a concept and then they try it in their own playing and it doesn't sound good. You're like, why doesn't this sound good? Well, the first consideration is melody. I'm trying to make the melody work, which is the highest voice. So I might try to create a melody. That might be my melody to A. So I'm thinking two thoughts at the same time. I'm thinking try this progression, this deceptive cadence, D minor, G7 to A minor, right? But I'm also thinking melodically, I need to make it palatable for the ear to hear. Here's the big secret. Here's the big secret. Are you ready? The ear will accept anything if it's properly prepared, right? And so the way you prepare the ear to accept whatever you're playing is there having to be some unifying principle. And one of the most common unifying principles or defining principles is melody. And so that's why you see me spend so much time on trying to get melody right. because if I get the melody right, the chords will always work. So let's try it again. Now here's a that's what I'm gonna do. That's the melody. Now where did I get that melody? Well, I just made it up. I just heard it in my head. I just made it up. Right. So now let's see if I can add it to the chord. So D minor, and then G7. Right. So. Now, Bass brings up a good point that you definitely want to stay in the key for the most part. This is music theory, not music truth. So every rule can be broken, right? But a good rule of thumb is try to keep the melody within the key. There are times I break that rule, but for the most part, I definitely try to, right? So let's try it again, and I'm going to try to play it out this time. All right. That was pretty cool. Let's see. Let's try a different melody. Let's do that as a melody. So we're gonna walk up into it. All right. All right. All right. So let's see if we can't make that work. All right, let me see. I see a question real quickly. Chris says, I'm sorry, being the new kid on the block. I don't see any of the chords you're playing. I'm so lost. All right, Chris, I'm playing a song called I Love You, I Love You, I Love You, Lord, Today. All right? And so I wrote the chords on the screen. You see the first chord is C, and then F, then G, then C, and then you see the A with the dash by it. That stands for A minor, right? Okay? And so all I'm doing is playing those chords on the screen. So C, and then F, and then G, then C, and then I'm going to A minor. But before I go to that A minor, I'm doing this deceptive cadence before that. Let me know if that makes sense for you. All right, and if you have questions, definitely ask. No question is off limits. Well, in this context of music. All right, so let's try it again. Now, one thing, Chris, you might see me doing is, I appreciate you, Bass. One thing you might see me doing, Chris, is voicing the chords a little weird. So I might add more notes. I might not just play C, E, and G for C majors. That's C major, right? I might not just play that. I might add some other notes, you know. So I might play it like that. But I'm still using the notes C, E, G, and maybe some other ones in there. But that's the idea, all right? Here we go. I like that. Yeah, that sounds cool to me. All right, I'll try another one. Let's try it again. All right, so I'm gonna stop playing there, because I can go and just keep playing and not realize, you know, when you kind of start playing, you get lost in that world. All right, so and while it's on my mind, before I go to the next topic I want to talk about, is like for guys like you, Chris, who are just starting, In January, I will be launching a new course that is for the complete beginner. Like you were just starting out and you want a real path on how to start out and someone to walk you through that. And so I'm starting that class in January. I'll be sending out more details soon, and you'll see some announcements on YouTube. Um, but I have some material just for you, Chris, in January. So I would love to see you in that. All right, or anybody else that's just starting and just wanting and just getting on their feet. All right. Okay. So does everybody understand this concept of deceptive cadence? Does it make sense? Give me a thumbs up or a yes, or let me know in the chat box. Let's see if I can come up with another melody. So. Well, let's try that. CBC. So. All right. So. Okay. All right, cool deal. All right, so let me go to another topic. I want to talk about a different kind of 251 that's deceptive in nature. And when I mean deceptive in nature, I mean after the 5 chord, it does not go to the 1. And it's called the backdoor progression. And those of you all who have been with me for a little while will know this progression from our 9 passing chords video. So shameless plug, if you have not watched that, definitely go check that out. That's one of my favorite videos. Now, I've had that video up for over a year, I believe, and no one of all the people that I've seen that, no one has commented on something that happened in that video. Oh, sorry. Something weird happened in that video, and no one commented. And I said when I first put it up that if one person made a comment about this particular thing, I would fix the video. And so here's what happened. I talked about the backdoor progression in the 9 passing chords video, but for some reason when it was uploaded, I don't know how it happened, but that section of the video was cut. Like I think that section was like 10 minutes long, or maybe 8 minutes long, and it was cut to 2. It was a mistake on the upload, and it got cut. I still to this day I don't know how it happened, but no one has ever commented about that. So I thought I would go ahead and kind of fill in what I did not, what was never put out. All right. All right. So I want to go to the key of B flat. Let's try that one. B flat. So. So the key of B flat has 2 flats, B flat and E flat. All right. And I'm going to do the same 4 chord progression I did on that video, just for consistency. So I'm going to do B flat major, then C minor 7, then D minor 7, and then I'm going to go to E flat major 7. And then we'll just come back and do it again. So I'll put dots, that means repeat. I'm just going to keep repeating back and forth on that. Okay. All right. Let's see. Noriko asks, can we do the tritone sub on the on the Deceptive Cadence? For sure. For sure. Or yeah. That's fun. That's fun. Humble says, can you play around for a second? Insert the set of cadence. Maybe towards the end. All right, so let's talk about this backdoor progression. So what is the backdoor progression? Well, simply what it is, it's the 4 minor. So 4 minor to the flat 7, to wherever we're going, to the 1, basically. So let me explain that in a little more detail so that makes sense. So let me get out of this key of B flat for a moment, and let me go to the key of C. So that's a little bit easier for people to see, so I just start there. So if I was doing a backdoor progression to the key of C, I'm going to start with the 4 chord, but it's going to be minor. So in the key of C, the 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, is F minor. And then the flat 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, flat, is B flat 7. And then C. That's my progression to get to C. Okay. All right. So let's do it in the key of B flat. So I'm gonna challenge you. Who can tell me the backdoor progression in the key of B flat? So write it in the chat box. Write it in the chat box. The backdoor progression in the key of B flat. So we're going to be in the key of B flat here. Aha, Michael says E flat minor. E flat minor. So everybody, just so you know, that little line means minor. A flat 7 to B flat. Correct. All right. Let's try it in the key of E flat. What about E flat? What would it be? Someone write it in the chat box. All right, so I see some people are getting it. Yes, Michael is on it today. So A flat minor, yes. D flat 7 to E flat major. Okay. So in this song I wrote down the bottom, this 4-chord song that goes B flat major to C minor to D minor to E flat major. I am going to insert a backdoor progression to take me to this E flat here. So I'm going to insert these chords right here to go right there before I go to that E flat. Now, who would have thought to play A flat minor in D flat 7 in the key of B flat major? But it's a really, really cool idea. So let me just kind of see. So this is our 4-chord progression again. So B flat major, C minor, D minor, and E flat major. Right? Now this time I'm going to insert that backdoor progression. Let's see how it sounds. Here it is. Right? So I did a rootless, but I'll add the roots this time so you can see the A flat minor. A flat minor. So I actually have an A flat minor 9. Right? And then D flat 9 at 13. And then, so I'll play it this time rooted so you can see the extra chords. time. All right. Cool, cool. Tell you what, let's do the backdoor progression to B flat now. So when we get to the end of the song, after we get to E flat, let's do it. Let's do that backdoor progression to take us. Let's take us to B flat. All right. So Martel says, messed up thing is you're not in E flat, but it gives it that sound. Exactly. So now, technically, I'm momentarily in the key of E flat. The global key is B flat, but momentarily I'm in the key of E flat. Yeah. But you're right. It gives it that sound. Yeah. So we're going to do it to E flat, and then we're going to do it to B flat right after it. So let's see what happens. Here it is. Well, here it is right here. Oh, that's nice. Wow. That's really cool. That's really cool. Let me write on the screen what actually happened right there. So, and I'll put it in a different color so you can see it. But we added this E flat minor to A flat right here at the beginning before I actually played this. Well, not on the first try, but on the second round, before I got to the B flat, I added that E flat minor to A flat 7. All right, does that make sense? Give me a thumbs up if that makes sense. So I'll play it again. Okay, now, one of the things you'll notice is that I generally don't play the chords just, if I say E flat minor, I generally don't just play E flat minor. This is E flat minor. And then maybe this goes to the question Chris had as well, Christopher had as well. This is E flat minor. But so is this. This is just E flat minor with the 7th added, the minor 7th. And so is this. This is just E flat minor with the 7th and the 9th added. And so is this. This is E flat minor 11. So I have the 7th, 9th, and 11th in there, right? So when you're looking at my hands wondering, well, where is the E flat minor in there? Well, it's there, but I have some extra things in there to give it different texture, different flavor. Just like when you go and buy a burger, for example, you just don't get bread, meat, bread, right? That's bread, meat, bread. You might add ketchup, mustard, mayonnaise, lettuce, pickles, and so you're adding colors and flavors to the burger. So it's still a hamburger, but you just have extra things in there to make it a little more palatable. Okay. Let's see. So let me just play that one more time. That was lots of fun. Let me just play it one more time. Oh. All right, so Noriko says, so basically before any major chord, you could add 2 minor 7, 5, 6. Yeah, you could add a 2, 5, 1, or this, which is 4 minor 7, flat 7, then to 1. So yes. All right. Now, let me go back to Deceptive Cadence, because I gave you Deceptive Cadence in the major key, but I just realized I did not give it to you minor. All right. So let's talk about Deceptive Cadence in the minor key, in the minor setting. So let's erase this. All right. Let's do a progression, maybe like all the things you are progression. C minor 7, F minor 7, and we'll go to G7 here. And we think we would go right back to C minor 7. But this isn't where we go. We're going to go to the 6th. And in natural minor, so C natural minor, the 6 would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, would be A flat major. So we're going to go to A flat major. So let's hear this. Hear how it sounds. Right? So we would expect it to go. Right? If we're doing a hip hop thing, we might go. And you expect to go back to there, right? Right? Listen, that sounds like hip hop right there. But let's do that same thing, but not go there. Let's go to do this Deceptive Cadence. So here it is. It's kind of a weird sound. Let's see if we can't make it better. So I'm going to keep it. I know exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to play. It's going to look like I'm playing C minor in my right hand, but my bass is going to be A flat. So it's going to be an A flat major 7 chord. Let's do that. That might sound cool. That sounds like it's something. Is that an actual song? Do y'all know that? Is this a song? So that's kind of deceptive, right? You're not going where you expect to go. And this minor really sounds cool. All right. So if you want to take that, if there are any producers in the house, you want to take it and make a hit off that, okay, cool deal. Just give me a little credit. I'm just kidding. All right. So we have Deceptive Cadence both in major and minor keys. So in major, what's interesting is in major, you end on minor. So if I'm doing a major 2-5-1, you end on a minor chord, right? But if I'm in a minor key, I end on a major chord, A flat major. So this is why it's deceptive, because it doesn't go where you think it should go. All right. Here's another kind of deceptive one. I'll just cover this one really quickly. I mean, so everyone get your questions ready, because I promised you I wouldn't keep you on here all night. And so just a little bit of time left. And so definitely be writing your questions in. I want to answer as many questions as I can while I'm here. Okay, so let's talk about this one. Picardy third. Cadence. Has anybody ever heard of the Picardy third? Cadence. I should have wrote that as a number. Has anybody ever heard of the Picardy third cadence? All right. Russell says he's heard of it, but doesn't have an idea what it is. All right. So the idea behind the Picardy third is that in a minor setting. That's right. Only in a minor setting. Say we're in C minor, and we do a classic 1-4-5. So let's do C minor, F minor, G7, and coming back to C minor, you actually raise the third, so it becomes C major. This is kind of a little bit of a deceptive cadence as well. So we have C minor, F minor, G7, then C major. So this idea is often used in gospel and classical music in first inversion. So instead of the root on the bottom, in first inversion. And let me kind of give you a sense of how it's used a lot. Right. That sounds familiar to you. Yeah, so that's a common move. Going to the major third there, and so it becomes C major instead of C minor. Okay, so that's 3 deceptive cadences for you. So we have the actual deceptive cadence or the interrupted cadence. Yes, we have the both in major and minor. We have the backdoor progression, and we have the Picardy third. Let's see. Did anybody know what I was just playing? I don't know how that popped in my head. You know that song, I Will Survive? First I was afraid, I was petrified. I don't know. I don't know words. This might be wrong here. And I'm going to do a Picardy third. All right, so yeah, that's a cool progression as well. All right, so we've covered the interrupted cadence, deceptive cadence, both major and minor, backdoor progression, and the Picardy third. And so those are great ways to spice up your playing and add some real colored interest to your playing. Brock says for every mountain. That's right. For every mountain does that as well. So up C. Right here, C major. Yep. So For Every Mountain is a great example of that as well. Okay. So are there any questions? Are there any questions? Any questions? Yeah. All right. So Piano Man asked a good question. Is there a such thing as doing two MIDI movements? And there definitely is. You want to do these to taste. So all I'm doing is giving you the spices that you can add to your food while you're cooking in the kitchen. But that doesn't mean you should use every spice in every meal, if you get the parallel. Um, you don't want to use them everywhere all the time because it can become really uh, um, cluttered and unclear. Okay, great question. All right, so Brock, I've just put the link in the description box for you. I mean, the chat box for you. Abraham asks, well, let me go to Piano Man first. He just said this. Any tips on placement? Um, all right, so I would just say whenever you're trying to fill the space, um, whenever you're trying to fill the space and you need some chords, you can definitely do these things. Um, for sure. So I would just to doing any of these movements whenever you're trying to fill the space, but not clashing with the singers. So, for instance, on that song "For Every Mountain," so for every mountain. So I didn't do a move till after they finished singing. You brought me over. So the move happened after they finished singing, right? It's not the clash. All right. Gotcha, Russell. The question is a little bit with topic, but how do you practice the specific scales you do over chords? Abraham, I actually have two videos. Let me put those in the chat for you, for sure. Great question. Um, so the first video I'm putting in the chat is this is my 3 scales every musician should know. This is a video I did where I talked about 3 scales: the melodic minor, diminished, and pentatonic. And I talked about how I practice those. And then here is another video about technique. It's called how I improve my technique, and it shows, and I show you exactly how I practice my scales to kind of get those down. So here's another video for you. All right, let's see. We have Michael Jordan says rootless chord voicings are the boneless wings of the music world. That's funny. All right, Mariko says in the minor setting, can I add D minor 755 to G7 before C minor? Is that called deceptive? Well, no, the D minor 7 to G7 is just called a 2-5 before the C minor, which would be 1. No, not at all. 4 minor 7-5. No, that's not deceptive either. Because the 5 chord going to the 1 is not deceptive. The 5 chord going anywhere else is deceptive. So the 5 chord going to A flat, the flat 6, the 6, that's deceptive because you don't expect that. Or the 5 chord going to this A minor, right? That's deceptive. Or the 5 chord going to A major, as in the backdoor progression. Yeah, Armando's Rumba. That's right. One of my favorites. That's not Brazilian, Luis. Uh, but I don't know. Brazilian tune side. Um, maybe I do. I don't know. Okay. Are there any other questions? James says, "Can you play the lick?" Which lick are you talking about, James? Which lick? So let's do a Deceptive Cadence. You're welcome, Abraham. My favorite lick. I have a lot of licks I do. I don't know if I have a favorite. All right. Let me try this. One of my students, Sam, made me think about a song. He was working on a song. It's a really great song. That goes. Just a 2-5-1 and then 6. And then 6 or 6 13 sus and then 6. So A 13 sus to A 7 with some alterations. Then D minor, G7, C major. A13 sus coming up, A13 sus. All right, here we go. So I'm gonna do a Deceptive Cadence. Oh, I could have done right there. So I'm gonna do one right here. Oh, did you hear that? Wait a minute. You said, Corey, wait a minute. You went to a B flat? All right. Let's talk about that one for a second. So the first chord of the song is the B minor, right? I'm sorry, D minor. D is in dog. Well, remember, so the 5 would be A to D minor. Well, what if I went like I have to, just like we did earlier, to B flat major instead of the D minor? So it's like a deceptive cadence going to minor. Remember that? So let's do this again. So right here. Ooh. Watch this. Go into B flat. Okay, so that's a fun application of the Deceptive Cadence. So Humble, that's an example of one. Alfonso says, is there a way you can explain substitution chords, how it works, and how to use it in beginner's terms? Well, Alfonso, there are lots of substitutions. So what you're doing, in essence, is playing one chord in the place of another. And so there has to be a reason why you play it. So you might say, you know what, I want to substitute, like in this case, I substitute the B flat for the D minor. And we've just talked about this deceptive cadence thing. And so it gives it some extra spice, extra color. Now, which ones to use where and when? Well, it depends on your taste. So you have to experiment with them and see which ones you like. Okay. Let's see. What did Brock say? Do you have any videos on chromatics? It sounds like you play a lot of those. Well, we do talk about those in my improvisation class, um, and I have a lot of videos on those. But those are all part of the school. Let me see if do I have any. Mm, yeah, I don't have any videos out that are public, that talk about chromatics. Not currently, Brock. But I have a lot in the school. I'm not talking about the school a lot, but the school is where I teach everything, like no holds barred. I give all everything away. Um, all right, what could you replace the 5 with? The 7. All right. Or 4 minor 6. So let's see. Let's just have some fun with that for a second. So there's lots of things I can replace. So let's say if I'm in the key of C. So let's do Amazing Grace. That's my 5 chord, G, right? Let's go to F minor 6. Let's do that. So. Let's see. I could do E flat. Let's try E flat. So there you go. So there's a couple of options here. David, have you done any videos that specify preacher chords? I actually just did one, um, but again, I'm sorry. I know it sounds like a broken record, but yeah, I just did some for our online school, but I don't have any that are public out. I might do some preacher chord stuff for everyone. Let me think on those things. Any other questions? Yeah. Yeah, F minor 6 over G is definitely works as well. Even A flat works. So let's try that. I am in Atlanta, Shark. Okay, so let me just do just a couple reminders. I have the MIDI files, the MIDI file of this actual lesson. So in case you want that, I will. I'll tell you what. I'm going to give it away for free. I'm giving it away for free. Here's the link. All you do is just, and I just put it in the chat box. Just put your name and email address in there. And once it's finished and it's ready, I'll send it to you. So it might be late tonight or tomorrow morning. I'll send it to you. Okay? All right. Are there any other questions? Wow, we're already at an hour. This is unbelievable. Any other questions? Listen, I really appreciate you all hanging out with me and having fun on these Wednesday nights. Um, I really appreciate you all. And also, if y'all can continue giving me some ideas of some things you want me to cover, I would greatly appreciate it. Because I definitely want to cover the things you like to learn. I have a ton of things I want to teach. I want to make sure the stuff I'm teaching is the stuff you actually want to learn. Keith says, "Do we teach private lessons?" Yes. I actually have an online private lesson sign up. There's a link to that, Keith. You can just click on that and sign up and schedule time with me, like now. Do you know Joe? Joe who? Mike says, "Thank you for all you've done." Thank you, Mike. You're welcome to. Thank you all. Sticking with me every week. Who is Joe, James? All right. Well, thank you all again. And so until the next one, be blessed and happy practicing.